Hello out there. I figured it was time to do another video. So today I wanted to do a video on what is going on here in the society with health, right? So ask yourself this question. Is health improving in America or is it getting worse? What do you think? Are people getting healthier or are people getting sicker? Most people I ask, they say health is not improving in America. Like we are advancing in technology, like through the roof, crazy stuff, space science, and so many different areas. We are advancing really fast. But I wonder why in health it is declining. You'd think we're so smart that we could figure that out, right? Or is there something else going on? So, and you can Google anything. I'm going to show you some things that I have Googled. I kind of already know this, but sometimes, people don't want to believe something. So I say, why don't you Google it? I don't make it up. The stuff is real. So, even on the news, they've been reporting how colon cancer has been, on the rise in younger people. Why is this happening? No one really knows why. Also, the longevity is going down and how long we are living. It was rising over many years, as we had sanitation, we made improvements in the medical area with medicines that force people to stay alive longer, right? We made a lot of improvements in certain ways that would keep people alive longer, but now, in the past 4 years, the life expectancy has gone down by about 3 to 4 years. So, let me just show you these that I actually Googled. So, I'm not just making this up. But the big question is why? So, take a look right here. I want to share that, and then I'll come right back. Okay, so there you go. Some statistics straight from Google. And like I said, they've also been reporting it on the news, but they always act like they don't really know why. They kind of just speculate. I mean, really, if you just use some common sense, it's not that hard to figure out, right? So look at our food system today. Our own government, Bill Gates is trying to get rid of real meat. They're really promoting all these fake plant based meats that are full of canola oils. They're bioengineered, they're very processed. There's nothing real in it. It's not going to nourish your body all. It's very harmful. They tell you to not eat saturated fats, but make sure you eat seed oils like canola oil, soybean oil, vegetable oils, margarine. Don't eat butter. Butter's bad for you. Coconut oil is bad for you, right? Those are some healthy saturated fats that are actually good for you, but we're being told the opposite. And then you can also Google something else. I may need to show you this one too. Why do other countries ban ingredients that our own FDA here approves? Why is that? Why don't you Google it? I'm going to have you Google that, okay? Look it up and wonder why. So, what they do is they let companies who make food ingredients, nasty stuff, pretty much what I call it. That's the American way, or that's what our food is. It's all poison today. So, they let the company decide that it's safe, and they tell the FDA, yeah, we did our own research and it's safe. And so the FDA approves it, and it's called GROS, generally recognized as safe. Yet other countries ban this. So you need to ask yourself why. This is not something I am making up. It's something that is real and really happening, okay? Fast food all over the place. I see lines wrapped around Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, Wendy's, all that those disgusting places. What do you think that does to your gut health, okay? Your colon becomes a huge sewer system that cannot get cleaned out. So, why do you think colon cancer is on the rise? And then you go to the GI doctors. They always want to do their colonoscopies and their endoscopies. Those are the big ones for them. Those are the big money makers. And before you do a colonoscopy, they make you drink all their poison, Gatorade, Miralax. Those are all poison. Gatorade's made from corn syrup and dyes. Miralax is from petroleum. Talk about destroying your gut health, right? It's absolutely disgusting. And so they poison you before they do the colonoscopy. Then they do a colonoscopy. And if you have some polyps, they get rid of them. Great. And then they say, oh, come back in a few years and we'll get rid of polyps again. But do they counsel you on how to prevent that? Oh, they might tell you to take Metamucil, right? Well, Metamucil is also not good for you. The ingredients are horrid. And so they don't really promote anything healthy or go over with you diet, nutrition, lifestyle, or like I said, they only promote things that are harmful for you. They also like to put people on a lot of PPIs, so acid blocker medications. Omeprazole is a big one right now. Oh, so you block that acid in your stomach. Well, we are actually born with stomach acid called hydrochloric acid, HCl for short. And you know why? Because most of our food has bacteria in it. You can put it under the microscope and see it. I do a lot. And that's a normal thing. Bacteria and viruses are just a part of our society and a part of this world. But that's why we have stomach acid. So when you eat that, it gets rid of it. But if you block all your stomach acid, you're set up for intestinal and stomach infections like H. pylori is a big one. And then you take antibiotics and then it comes back. Then you take antibiotics and then it comes back. Oh, and then you end up with stomach cancer because you're not healing the problem. And then you get small intestinal bacteria overgrowth because you're low stomach acid. So you get all this bad bacteria in your small intestines. And oftentimes the GI doctors do not want to test for this. You have to ask them over and over, demand it. They always want to do their endoscopies and colonoscopies because that's where they make all their money. And then, like I said, they prescribe you things that are harmful for you anyways. And so why is cancer on the rise? Look at what we're eating. Look at what we get, in the medical world. They do things that actually harm you instead of help you. There's no healing and repair at all. And people don't even understand what they're putting in their body unless you seek out a naturopath or a functional medicine doctor or holistic practitioner, or you do your own research. A lot of people are good at that too, but most are too lazy. And so that's another cause right there. Just being ignorant and foolish and living in the society and just thinking everything's okay and you can eat whatever you want. Your body's going to work for you. Like if your car engine goes out, well, you can get a new engine or your battery. But when your kidneys don't work anymore, you're going to have to get a transplant, right? And then you're going to have to take medicine so you don't get the rejection because your body will reject that. So then you have to take medications for that. So it's not like you can just get a new organ in there very easily. You got to take care of the organs and the body that you have. And your body does not run on junk and poison. Our bodies are made very specifically and they need certain nutrients and vitamins. I mean, so many people are depleted and we don't even get the right tests for what we need. Like, are you low in selenium? How are you going to know? Is your medical doctor going to test you for that? No. Oh, they might do a potassium test, but that just shows in your blood. It's not going to show in your tissues. And so you're not going to really know what your deficiencies are unless you pay out of pocket to get the right test that you need. So it's really sad. And then, a lot of people got certain shots during the pandemic that caused a lot of issues that are going on right now, too. I'm not going to say too much about that, but that could be another cause of what is going on. And like I said, poor diet and lifestyle, people not being educated, thinking they can just take medications and then eat whatever they want and that their body is still going to work for them. But like I said, the colon is a sewer system, but you got to keep it running smoothly and doing what it should be doing instead of it getting all clogged up with nasty stuff in there or bad bacteria. And you really need that HCl. But what I do in my own office, it kind of just depends because everyone's a little bit different with what is going on. Some people have pancreatic insufficiency. You can get that tested with your doctor, but a lot of times they won't test it unless you ask for it. Hey, can you test my pancreas? I want to see if it's working properly or producing correct enzymes. So if that happens and someone has pancreatic insufficiency, I'll put them on pancreatic enzymes. If people just need a good basic enzyme, I'll put them on pure encapsulations, digestive enzymes, ultra with betaine HCl. And it has about 500 milligrams in it, which is a small amount of the HCl, but it'll put some of that back in that you're probably depleted on. Most people are depleted of good stomach acid these days. And it will cause a lot of malnutrition too when you're depleted in good stomach acid. And then if you take the PPIs, the acid blocker medications, that's it, game over. you're screwed. So that's the problem. People think they have too much acid, but when you have too little acid, the valve from your stomach to esophagus doesn't close properly. And so food and the little bit acid that you do still have left will come up your esophagus, making you think you have too much acid when in fact it's too low acid. That's the problem. Many people have hiatal hernias. So you have to be careful with betaine HCl or even apple cider vinegar. I also like to use raw apple cider vinegar. But if they have a hiatal hernia or a lot of inflammation in their stomach or gut lining, then we want to do some other things to help coat and soothe that and heal and repair first. And so I like Gastro One by Patient One is excellent powder for that. And I'll show all these supplements at the end so you can see what they are. I also like to use Amy Meyer's brand Gut Restore. It has betaine HCl in it, 600 milligrams per capsule. And it also has DGL, chamomile, slippery elm, marshmallow. So all the coaters and soothers along with the betaine HCl. So that works really well for those who have been on PPIs long term or have hiatal hernias. So they're getting the HCl that they need, but they're also getting the coating and soothing of all the inflammation that's going on, which you do have to correct. And so some people need a fiber blend. I like Garden of Life raw fiber or Blue Heron fiber blend with probiotics. Probiotics are also very important. Good gut bacteria. So Probiome is an excellent one for that too. Some people have issues with their liver, which is also part of digestion. Your liver also produces enzymes and bile to help you break down fats. Most people do not have healthy livers either. Everyone's getting fatty liver today as well. And it's not from alcohol, it's from all their junk food that they're eating. And so they're not producing healthy bile. It becomes very sludgy and thick. And then they start developing gallstones and they don't have very healthy stools. And so I'll put those people on Bile-Lex. So it gives them good ox bile plus some digestive enzymes. And sometimes I will also do TUDCA to help thin, sludgy bile. So there's a lot of different options depending on what's going on with each individual. But you really need to understand this. You really need to understand how to take care of your gut health and your whole body in general so you can live a long time into your 90s or beyond instead of dying at 76 and you've been suffering for 10 or 15 years of disease and chronic health issues before you even die and your quality of life is very poor. And then, oh, you're 40 and you're getting colon cancer. I mean, this is just ridiculous. So it's really all diet and lifestyle and living the typical American way. And if you're not willing to change that, then you're probably going to be one of the statistics out there. So anyways, you guys take care of your human body. You only got this one body and this one life. Take care of it so you can be productive in life and have great energy and longevity with quality life. All right, check out at the end. I'll show you all the supplements I was talking about and I'll give you links below. All right, bye everyone.